All right, we are live, episode 10. Welcome everybody to Beaver Benjo Ball Talk. Coming at you hot with week 7 recap and week 8 predictions. So we're already at week 8, Benjo.
Week 8. It's where we start to figure out where teams are contenders and teams are pretenders, in my eyes at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, we've already seen some moves being made, some selling and some buying going on. So it's gonna be an interesting, next couple weeks. So I'm excited for it. Recap of last week. I was 11 and 4, 11 and 2 going into the Monday night games, went 0 and 2 on the Monday night games. Benjo, I believe you were 0 and 4, or you were 11 and 4 as well.
Yes, I also went 11-4. I started off, I think, Sunday with either two or three straight losses and just picked it up after that. Yeah, I took New England, obviously, to fade you, so that was just a throwaway game. Atlanta screwed me over to Seattle. The Jets fucking should never pick in the Jets again. And then the Chargers also screwed me. So wait, did you
Yeah.
go Chargers Tampa on Monday night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Chargers probably could have won that game. I think Herbert had like 350 passing yards and they didn't score a touchdown. So,
Yeah, dude,
oh
that game
no.
35 or whatever to whatever it was. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
there. Tip.
the media world has been saying the primetime games in the NFL have just been falling right on their face while the college games have been showing out.
Yeah, Tampa, Baltimore was an interesting one on Monday night. The Bucks lose their two starting receivers and they rely heavily on the pass game with Baker. So that's definitely an interesting one. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough road ahead for them for sure.
Yeah, I mean, their division went from one of those ones where it'd be like, oh, who's gonna make 10 teams to like these guys are all really good. I mean, Atlanta, Tampa, everyone pretty much besides Carolina like could make an impact in that division. So I
Yeah.
mean, Tampa's had some rough losses, but Atlanta's playing some tough teams, so they're all about the same. It'll shake out more, but yeah, I mean, there should be some cause for concern in Tampa.
Yeah, no doubt. Uh Going forward, are there any games from last week that you'd like to highlight? I mean, we started with Denver, New Orleans on Thursday Night Football. I mean, not a great game, backup quarterback.
Well,
Anything
Jake
anything that's
scored a touchdown that game, so shout out to him. Love to
anything that
see.
sticks out? Your Packers get a big win.
I just before I get into that, I want to give a shout out to the old guys, to the old heads that showed out this week. Headliner Marcus Mariota dropping a 40 burger. I love to see that. A lot of people were written him off, especially after that QB show. So love to see him have a bounce back game. And then Mr. Unlimited, Mr. Unlimited had a big game on fucking Sunday night. That deserves an F bomb because he balled out. He looked a little shaky in the first half, came in the second half, and just looked like 2017 Russell Wilson, which is always
Yeah.
good for the NFL.
I mean, Ayuk's hurt. Niners lose to the Chiefs. Uh they
Injury.
get boat they get boat raced. Tua's coming back this week. That's exciting.
Okay, so that'll be interesting for the Arizona game. That game I was having a little trouble figuring out, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Um, last the NFC North, man, dude, this is going to be a slugfight. I mean, they're just throwing haymakers. Detroit, Minnesota was a game of the week sneakily. It went to the wire. XFL legend Jake Bates nails a kick. So, I mean, as a Packers fan, I am horrified because our division is like, I guess everyone got pissed off that the Bears finally got a good QB. So we're like, might as well be good.
I mean, we'll see, dude. Like they're gonna start eating each other alive. They're gonna start playing, they're gonna start playing each other a lot. I think the Bears are a little overrated, but I
Yeah, they're
mean
only four.
in terms of Minnesota, Detroit and Green Bay, man, yeah, it's those are tough NFC North teams. They embody what the NFC North is all about. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see how that all plays out, man. A lot more. That's, I mean, by far the most fun division to watch.
Yeah, I mean, the Packers would be running away with it if we didn't have a quarterback that's a little too much like Brett Favre. Our guy has a little Brett Favre syndrome, dude. He throws way too many picks. I mean, I thought that was just the first season thing, but it's continuing into this year. I mean, he's already got eight, and he's played, I think, 5 games. So it's like, yeah, it's a little sketchy. I mean, he's got to straighten it out a bit. Our defense, obviously, shout out Legend Reggie White, added Salah. It's going to be good, but our offense needs to limit the turnovers.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, let's get into it, man. Week 8 picks. Thursday night football. Minnesota heads into LA to take on the Rams. I just think Minnesota's too good across the board. I have them winning.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel bad for the Rams that they have to go play this Minnesota team after they just suffered their first loss because they're going to be
Yeah.
pissed off. O'Connell's going to have those guys dialed in. I think they're going to win 31-17. Stafford's going to put up a little fight against a former rival, but all Minnesota for me.
Yeah, it seems like a trap game. I mean, Rams could potentially go out there and win it, but I just would, be surprised if that happened. Sunday, Philly versus Cincinnati, man. That's a really big one. It's at Cincinnati.
Crazy that's
Cincinnati,
the 10 o'clock game, dude.
yeah, Cincinnati's 2-5 for a reason, or 2-4 or whatever they are. I have them losing. I have Philly I mean, looked really good last week. I have Philly winning that one.
All right, well, this is my typical fade game. That means I am Cincy.
You're
I
taking
had
Cincy at home?
Yeah, I had it 28-24. I knew it was going to be close. I like both these teams. I think the Bengals get a win here and kind of change their narrative a bit. I know they're still 3-5, but they're going to get a win against a decent Philly team and kind of get their swagger back.
Yeah, then we go Baltimore at Cleveland, AFC North divisional game. Uh Jameis Winston sucks at football. Baltimore's gonna smoke him.
Hey, that's my guy right there. I gave him a charity 16 points. I don't think the Browns are cracking 20 this whole season. I really hope
No,
it happens. I don't
they
think
won't.
they're not cracking 20 this whole season. So I think Baltimore's coming in winning 34-16 and just gonna look like I mean the Chiefs are undefeated, so I can't say the best team in football, but they look pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I'd take him over the Chiefs for sure.
I hope they win this, beat them.
Tennessee at Detroit. I think they're going with Rudolph this game. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Yeah, give me Detroit all day. I mean, come on.
Yeah, dude. Freaking what are the odds that both these teams get lucky opponents the following week, dude? Yeah, this is gonna be a murder. 31-10. It's at Detroit. I mean, they're just gonna show up. Eminem's probably gonna pull up. It's gonna be crazy.
Arizona at Miami. Tua's back. I mean, give me Miami, dude. I think Miami bounces back. They're a good enough football team. Tua's injury was bad in terms of like it was concussion, but it wasn't something like he fucked his shoulder up or his ankle, something like that would fuck
Well,
up
his
his
ability.
ability. Yeah, so uh I like Miami to get that win. Arizona, they snuck one out against the Chargers last week, but I like it, Miami to get the win at home.
I'm gonna fade you with this one. I'm gonna go 24-16 Arizona. I mean, you kind of convinced me a little bit to maybe go with the Dolphins, but I'm gonna stick with my guns on this one and ride out with Arizona. I liked their moxie. They obviously have fight in them. Chargers let them in that game a lot, but I liked what I saw at Arizona. I think they're gonna get the win here.
Yeah. Jets head to New England. This is an AFC East matchup. Jets -7. I mean, dude, fuck. Both these teams blow, but give me the Jets.
Dude, I mean, if New England wasn't so goddamn bad, oh God, dude, I don't want to pick the Jets. They screwed me 2 weeks in a row. But I'm gonna pick the Jets. No one ever bet on the Jets. The Jet, fuck the Jets. I'm gonna pick the Jets. 27-13 against New England. If they prove me wrong again, they're not getting picked ever. I'll be my
Okay.
last. I will commit to that. You have to hold me to that. Okay? If they
Yeah,
lose
I
the
will.
game.
I will. Atlanta at Tampa. Tampa without Mike Evans, without Chris Godwin. I mean, it's gonna be a heavy dose of Otten, a heavy dose of Bucky, heavy dose of McMillan from Washington, the rookie. I just think ATL gets the win here.
Yeah, I forgot that both those. I knew Chris was out, but I forgot Mike was out and all that other stuff. So I just changed mine, luckily, to back to Atlanta. So yeah, 27-21 Atlanta. It's probably might be even more of an upset than that.
Yeah, Green Bay heads to Jacksonville. This is Jacksonville's first game back from London in 2 weeks. Bob Sala joins friend Matt LaFleur for the Packers in a fluid role. Not quite sure what that headline means, ESPN, but we will take that as a good thing. And I have the Packers winning, but I hate to break it to you, Benjo. If Jacksonville wins this, I wouldn't be surprised.
I was just about to say this. I feel less confident about this game than I did last week.
Yeah.
I felt more confident against Houston at home than going to Jacksonville.
Jacksonville
I
looked good last week.
Yeah, and I feel like we might come in with too big of a head.
Yeah,
Our offense, I mean, Jordan Love last week played like shit.
he
There's no
did.
getting around that. So if he has a big head going into this game, then he's not the guy because he needs to be like, dude, I've played horrible. I know our record's good, but he's played horrible. So
Yeah.
I'll never pick against the Packers on the show. That's the bias I live with. So I'm going 28-20 Packers, but I don't feel confident in this game.
Indy at Houston. He's been the Colts owner since he joined the league. I think that trend continues. I like Houston to beat Indy at home.
100%. 30-20. Houston is winning that.
New Orleans at Chargers. Jim Harbaugh versus a rookie quarterback. I think they're riding with Ritter. Uh, give me LAC.
You said Ritter, but it's Rattler, right? He's rolling with the.
Yeah, yeah, he's riding with Rattler.
I was like, did they trade for Desmond Ritter, dude? No way.
Somebody picked Ritter up though, right?
Yeah, he's on Arizona,
Nice.
which makes sense. He's like a good backup for Kyler. But yeah, I got Chargers winning this 24-21. Dude, their offense can't score. So, I mean, they'll beat them, but it's going to be a closer game than people think.
Yeah. Yeah. They have a pretty stagnant offense. It's boring to watch.
Dude, it looks like it stepped
But
out of 1940, dude.
Buffalo at Seattle, dude. I like Seattle at home, man. That Seattle team's a little wishy-washy. They just got their first win after losing three in a row, but they looked good last week, dude. I like Seattle to beat Buffalo. Buffalo's a little overrated in my eyes.
I'm liking that we're picking a lot of different teams this week. So I'm going Buffalo here, 31-21. I don't think they are. I just think that I mean, this isn't the prime time game, so I like Josh in that. I just think if Josh doesn't overthink it like he does sometimes, he'll get the dub.
Yeah, Carolina at Denver. Uh, give me Denver at home, Bo Nix. I think Bryce Young's starting again. Andy
Oh,
Dalton got in a car
way.
crash.
He got a car. Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Denver's gonna win like 21-6, dude. It's gonna be like a I forget that game ever happened like 2 weeks ago or 2 weeks in the future.
Casey at Oakland, Kansas City. Gonna move to 8-0, 7-0, whatever it is. Pretty crazy. They're winning.
Yeah, I am trying to petition some people to Kamikaze Arrowhead. So if anyone wants to join me to go straight into Arrowhead mid-game into the Chiefs sideline, I'm your guy. Call me at the Benjo.
I love it. I love it. We move to Chicago at Washington. I'm riding the hot hand. Mariota's the guy. I got them beating Chicago.
I got them being Chicago too. I game of the week, 31-27. So is it for sure that Mariota's playing?
I think they said it was.
Yeah. I hope so. I would love that. I don't want them to be 5-2. So yeah, I'm going with that.
Yeah,
Watch it.
Sunday Night Football, Dallas at SF. Give me the Niners.
Yeah, I'm going with the Niners too. 24-17. There's still levels to this week. The Dallas is owned by the Niners.
Yeah. Giants at Pittsburgh, dude. Pittsburgh's looking maybe like the best team in football after that beatdown last week on Sunday night. But yeah, dude, I'm riding Pittsburgh at home. It's a pretty formidable foe.
Yeah, 27-6. Pittsburgh's just gonna continue to prove to be good, but there's no way they're making it past the divisional round, folks. You heard it here,
Yeah.
folks. That's not happening.
No buys this week. Some topics I wrote down: Ayuk injury, D Hop to Chiefs, Jameis Winston starting, Tua's back, Russell Wilson. The league is plagued with injuries again. Huge game for the Bengals. They take on Philly. Several massive spreads this week. I think there's five double-digit spreads. Sala at Packers. It's already week 8. WTF? And then the question I got for you is Rodgers and Adams, Allen and Cooper, Mahomes and D Hop. By the end of the season, which one of those duos is going to have the most, like the biggest success as a duo, not like as a team, just as a duo?
I think you had it right. I think it's gonna like I think Hopkins and Mahomes are gonna be actually like explosive. Like that's gonna be crazy. And then I think I mean already Cooper and Josh have better stats than Aaron and Devontae. So I think that you have that right. I literally don't think they're not gonna do anything. Rodgers and Adams, like dude, Rodgers sucks. There's really no getting around that. He's really old and past his prime. The guy should have
Well,
retired.
some may say washed.
I don't even say he needed to retire 2 years ago. This guy's like he's just not good at football. He's way too old.
I agree. I
So I
definitely agree with you.
I mean, and there's too many mouths to feed. I think they're gonna run it more. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't run it more. It's the only thing we have that's good. So yeah, but I think Josh and Amari are gonna get some good stats. But dude, I don't know. I think the NFL is gonna really want Mahomes to win the third ring in a row and be the first to ever do it. And then
Yeah,
just
they're for sure gonna make it there unless Lamar somehow doesn't get screwed over, you know?
just Lamar has to literally like win a game by like 20. Like he has to actually go out there and just not be stopped.
Yeah.
Just pretty hard to do because the Chiefs know how to game plan.
All right, well,
But
we're keeping it short and sweet this week. We got some stuff going on. I will be with the Benjo tomorrow. Beaver and Benjo in the
I'm
flesh.
excited.
I'm excited too. I think you guys are going to be out there at that hotel with us in Laguna, so that would be sweet.
Oh yeah, dude. Show off whose birthday it is. Who's the guy behind you? Or not
Yep.
birthday, wedding.
Happy birthday to Durantula.
Tarantula's birthday.
It's his birthday. He's turning Maggie years old. That's a big deal. So we will we
Oh
will
my
we will circle back on this next Wednesday. Thanks everybody for watching. Ben Joe, what are you sending everybody in the weekend with? Is it double salute or what are we sending them into the weekend with?
just a big old happy birthday to everybody
Okay,
out there.
okay. Happy birthday, everybody. That is it for today. Thank you for watching.